Kamal Hassan and Rajinikanth, the two poles of Kollywood. At one point in the 80s, their fame reached until Hindi belt of Bollywood with some hits like Andha Kanon and Ek Tujhe Ke Liye. And their personalities also interestingly are polar opposites. Rajini is black, rough, stylish, strict. Kamal is white, fair, does things by the book, and so on, like Murugan and Pillayar, you can say. So these opposite ends of the pole surprisingly are friends in real life, frenemies we can say, because they compete as hard as anybody else. And there have been occasions of resentment, especially from Kamal's side, we've seen, because he was supposed to be the crown prince of Kollywood, and suddenly Rajini came in from the blue, right, and kicked open the gates, and the rest is history. So let's cut to the chase. We want to talk about Kamal Hassan's clarity finally regarding this Thalaivar173 issue. In the recent interview, K.S. Ravikumar, the director, mentioned with Gopinath, one of the popular anchors, he mentioned about how this discussion, even during Dasavadaram, Kamal's filming those days, Rajini and Kamal have talked about doing a film together. So after so many years of discussion, finally, as it is almost about to take off, director Sundar C creates more drama behind the scenes than in front of it. But based on the words that Kamal uttered, some things are becoming clear. First of all, Kamal, when they asked about Sundar C's decision, what is that about? Whether Sundar C is still in the project? Kamal gave a very curt, simple reply saying that Sundar C has very clearly stated his stand on that matter in the internet publication, right? So, which means to say that Kamal is giving a signal that Sundar C is out of the project, full stop, right? The subsequent questions about why did they plan it poorly and made an announcement when everything was not locked and signed and sealed in black and white and everything was properly prepared, that is a question mark left hanging. Maybe Rajini had cold feet and U-turn. Suddenly somebody maybe talked to Rajini, asked him whether this is a good idea, so on and so forth, made him lose confidence in it. So unfortunately for such three senior people in Kollywood industry, Sundar C, Rajini and Kamal, this type of abrupt announcement and U-turn does not, smell good at all, if I want to say that. And Rajini is known, as I said earlier, Rajini and Kamal are polar opposites. Rajini is known for when he commits to a project, 99% of the project will go through unless something very, very extraordinary happens. For example, with Rana, he got ill, he has to be hospitalized. So literally, he was so ill, right? That's what caused that to be cancelled. And before that, Jagubai, a project with K.S. Ravikumar, but the way they did it was very amicable. It was not like done in a kind of a very, the way it looks like now. It was dropped very silently because they could not find a knot, as Rajini put it, to give it that Basha type of a vibe. So I think Rajini should stop listening to one-liners and deciding. Maybe he should ask for some kind of complete script before he agrees. Otherwise, that's why you get films like Coolie and all, which seems like, if Rajini is so fussy about listening to stories, very good stories, how could he agree to such a, such a weird, we might call it a premise, like building a cremation machine by Lokesh Kanagaraj? I think in that situation, he wasn't listening to the story at all. He just said, oh, this is the trendy, popular director, so I'll just jump and do whatever he says. So, if Rajini took story seriously, he should look at more serious filmmakers like Nithilan Swaminathan and other people who are very careful and particular about their craft. We should start looking into those kind of directors as well. And no harm in him looking at other regional directors like Telugu directors and so on. So, anyway, the first point, Kamal, is usually in his, to me at least, confusing way of communication, right? The first point that I could grasp was that looks like Sundar is out of the project because the way it was communicated, it is like there's no U-turn for it. And the second sentence that Kamal said is that I'm an investor and I want my star to find the right story and we'll keep looking until we get the right story. So what he's trying to say is that they want a quality story for superstar. Now the challenge any new director is, because they asked after that, the interviews asked whether all other directors can try, and I say yes, of course. So which means that the field is wide open now. Everybody can throw in their script and give it a try. One of the rare things to happen in Kollywood, Rajini film is available for the taking. Okay, so hopefully the directors will go not with one-liners but with strong script, something unique, some confidence, and I'm sure Rajini will give them a chance for a small, quick project. So some people have built-in advantages, and hopefully they seriously look into it. Vishnu Vardhan was a great director. He worked with Ajit, who is Rajini is quite close to, gave Billa and so on. He's still active, so he could try his luck. He knows how to make a good film. If you want more family oriented, more comical kind of a film, you know, a lot of comedy and all, K.S. Ravikumar is still a great choice. He's still a very sincere, dedicated person. For his weakness of not being in trend, he could try to get some assistants who are like new in the industry and some fresh faces to give some fresh ideas. They could do that. So I think those established directors have an opportunity. The interviewers also asked Kamal, I believe it was the airport if I'm not mistaken, asked about the Rajini Kamal co-acting project. So he said that's a different one and they're still looking for stories for that as well. So Kamal very clearly saying that this is one project and Rajini Kamal acting together is another project. So it's two separate projects, right? And they are still hunting for stories for both. So again, I would like to repeat, this is a once in a, I don't know, blue moon golden opportunity for Hollywood talents. However, the number of people with the skills, the experience, the ability to execute projects involving not one but two stars is somewhat limited. You see, the other problem I see is that if you work with either Rajini or Kamal alone, you already have your hands full trying to fulfill all their requirements because they are considered top tier stars, right? But imagine both of them together, right? Imagine Kamal, imagine a producer who's coming from a small village who made his money in a mining or what, who doesn't know about cinema. A director can easily just ask him to sit in a corner and make the film. Versus literally the most senior expert person, not only in Tamil Nadu but you can argue the whole of India. The how to say, encyclopedia of cinema itself is the producer of your film. You have to be damn good. You can't cheat him. Come on, man, right? So imagine the stress the director faces. And on the other side, you got Rajinikanth, one of the most bankable stars in all of India, and you have to answer to him. So it's like double trouble. So I don't think many directors can navigate the terrain. K.S. Ravikumar has a good chance actually. The issue with K.S. Ravikumar is that he doesn't have the momentum. Even Suresh Krishna, they don't have the momentum. Physical fitness is one thing, and also the fact that they've been away from making movies for a long time. K.S. Ravikumar has been more of an actor recently rather than a director, and Suresh Krishna also doesn't seem to have done anything much of late. So the advantage Sundar C had in that generation of directors is that he kept making movies and giving decent hits within a small budget. Every year there'll be 2 or 3 movies of his coming out. So that's why I think they were confident, like back in 90s where you just give one liner and in a few days Sundar C will come up with a script and they can start running on that. But what's peculiar is that what made them confident to announce, and suddenly what made the story so unpalatable to Rajini that they had to U-turn. The way Kamal spoke is as if Rajini is not happy with the story, right? And the Sundar C's side, it's peculiar that he is unable to satisfy Rajini, and that disruption happened so early in the. That means did Rajini not even give Sundar C a couple of weeks to work on it and so on. And of course they can always buy a story from any other regional films and just polish it up. Annamalai happened like that. Annamalai was a Hindi film. Basha was extracted from an idea from a Hindi film. Arnasalam itself, which Sundar C worked on, was from an English novel which became an English movie and was copied many times over. So story can't really be the issue. So anyway, I just want to share with you guys a few things that Kamal said in the interview. What do you guys think? Share in the comment section. Take care. Bye bye.